Hi, I'm Andrew from Elk, and I'm going to give kind of a high-level overview of what the Elk audio system provides, with a focus on the Elk Stomp, which is our system on module we've developed based on the STM32MP1 chip. So in addition to the SOM itself, we also provide a dev kit for the SOM system on module there, with some peripherals attached that we think would be useful when developing audio products, and that's stuff like encoders and switches, monochrome display, audio in and out, USB, kind of the basics. And in addition, the board is fully extensible. So if there are peripherals or hardware that you would like to experiment with that aren't included, those can be attached via the open pins. For example, we're experimenting right now with a higher resolution color display over the monochrome. So I'm going to go into a bit of detail about what's the software actually running on the SOM. So in the elk.audio OS, and this will be a bit of a higher level view, I won't go into the weeds here, but we're running essentially a flavor of Linux called ZenMI, and ZenMI is Linux that's able to provide hard real-time guarantees, and that lets us ensure that the audio system we're running and the DSP being run on the board is low latency, glitch-free, and just kind of rock solid end-to-end. That happens over here. Raspa, our audio engine, is what communicates with the lower levels and feeds audio data into Sushi, which is essentially our headless DAW and plugin host. So in there you can run your VSTs or your LV2 plugins or open source plugins or whatever it is you might want to run. And it communicates via a gRPC API to the higher levels above. So headless DAW, Sensei over here is essentially a hardware abstraction layer. This communicates with the inputs and outputs, encoders, pots, switches, LEDs, whatever it might be, and again converts that to a gRPC API to be consumed by the layers above. The glue application is kind of the main application, and you would write that. We have libraries that can be used to help the process, but this would be kind of the brains of your application, coordinating how the inputs and outputs interact with Sushi and the plugins running in there to change parameter values, do automations, load and unload plugins. So essentially you would be writing the glue application and the VST, and the elk.audio OS would be handling the rest. That's kind of it at a high level. Videos coming up in the series will go into more detail about how Sensei and Sushi work and how to configure them and how to work with them. But for now, that's just kind of the quick picture here. So thanks for listening. Have a good one.